Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to episode 2 Paradigm Shift. I am your host, Marlo. I'm going to start all these episodes off with bringing us into the present moment. This is the easiest way that I know how, and it's by using your five senses. So everybody always says, live in the moment, bring yourself in the moment, but how do you actually do that? First, we're going to start off by taking a deep breath, and you can do this with me. So when you take a deep breath, I want you to feel the air coming into your lungs. I want you to feel it filling up your lungs and going throughout your body. And then when you exhale, I want you to feel that air push out. And now I want you to look around, use your eyes, use your visuals. What do you see? I see a computer screen. I see my face. I see my program. What do you feel? I can feel this microphone. What do you hear? I hear myself talking. I hear the humming of my computer. Use your senses. It will bring you, it's the easiest way I know that will bring you into the moment. And I'm going to start this off, every podcast off like that, because it's the foundation to everything. Putting yourself in the moment, in the zone, without having to do yoga for an hour, which I'm not saying you don't have, don't do yoga. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you don't have to do it for an hour. You can do a quick exercise that I just taught you. Put yourself in the moment. So, everything comes down to being in the moment for me, but I am also into business. I am also into self-help and motivation. So I'm going to talk about finding your purpose. How do you find it? Obviously, number one, put yourself in the moment. You really have to work on that. And I started learning this 10 years ago. And only now, after 10 years, do I feel I can even teach it. So, that's the first kind of thing is like these good things, these positive things, they take time. They take years. We're not talking one day. You read a book one day, you watch a podcast, a video, or you listen to a podcast, boom, you know it. A lot of people, I did this too, where I started reading Eckhart Tolle, I started reading Napoleon Hill, Tony Robbins, Gary Vee. And after I read it once, I would think, oh, I got it, bro. Start talking to everybody, telling them how I got it. It just doesn't work like that. These things, positive, joyful, awesome things, they take time to establish, for you to develop a habit, for you to realize what being in the moment really is. What does that entail? And now, for the most part, I am in the moment, but I'm not some godly guru who is just zen all the time. I can get angry. I can get mad. I can be jealous. I have all these negative habits that I can fall into, these unconscious habits. That's what it is. It's unconsciousness. Consciousness, in the terms that I'm talking about, is being in the moment, being present. Unconsciousness is when you're not, when you're stuck in thought, stuck in a thought loop, constantly scared, just constantly frightened, constantly doubting yourself. Those negative things come from being unconscious. So I'm always going to come back to it, and you might get tired of me saying it, but it's really the first base step. So finding your purpose, there's so many things out there that we do, we try, that we love to do. Can be reading, writing, making movies, acting, playing basketball, sports, playing video games, anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be this big, I'm in the entertainment industry. You know what I mean? Like, it can be anything, but it's dependent on you. Everybody probably needs a job. You need to pay bills. You need to buy things, food, clothing. You want to have fun. You want to go out. But if you really want to do something that fills you with joy and brings joy and happiness to others, that's where the soul searching comes in. And it's not this like mad race to like think about shit. You don't even have to think. You know, when you get lost in that one thing, or maybe there's many things, maybe you love walking, going kayaking, bird watching, it doesn't matter. But you know that there's things in your life where time just disappears. Maybe it's being on social media. In this day and age, you can do and be and make a living on anything you want. But I myself, I have a 9-to-5 job. So a lot of the times I struggle with being tired after that job. But I know that if I want this spirituality, this motivational thing to take off for me, I'm going to have to put in time, right? Time and energy equals gains. And it isn't going to come, because I know I've even learned this myself, and, you know, I hear it everywhere and people talk about it everywhere. Anybody who is doing well in their job, who's a successful businessman, an actor, basketball player, professional sports, whatever, they will tell you, I grinded when everybody else was just playing around. You know, a lot of these people, especially people in sports, they just played sports. They didn't go play video games for the most part, right? Like, they spent their time in the gym. You know, if you look at someone like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, they were in the gym obsessively. Now, you don't have to do that, because I think being so obsessed with something can be an unconscious trait as well, right? When all you're doing is that one thing. And really, life, it's a balance with everything, right? Once you start figuring it out, you start realizing, okay, I want to be in a relationship. I want to see my friends. I want to go party once in a while. I want to, you know, just take it easy and relax. I want to play video games. But, you know, maybe you might come to a point where you're working a desk job or something that you don't enjoy, and you're getting frustrated, you're getting tired of it, or maybe you're not doing anything and you want to find that purpose. And, you know, another thing is you don't have to. You know, I'm not telling you, if you haven't found your purpose, you're shit, bruh. You're not. You can live your whole life working a desk job, but you have to be present doing it. Because if you're just sitting at a desk job, hating it, you know, dreading the day or the hours that go by, that's not healthy either, right? But we also, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to give ourselves a break. Realize it's not all about just being this, I'm doing what I love. Some people, they don't want to do that. They don't want to put in insane hours. You can live your life however you want. There's no rules. You know, we grow up, we look at these entertainers, we look at the media, and we think, shit, I'm just like working at Starbucks and I love it, but I'm not an actor, or I'm not, you know, doing something great. That doesn't matter. Really, you just need to figure out what you want to do. Where do you put your time during the day? You know, you can find a job you can make a job out of thin air. If you like playing video games all day, you can be a professional gamer. And it's, you know, it's not going to be easy, but it literally just takes time and grinding, going for it. Another thing, which Gary Vaynerchuk, he's a very successful 100 millionaire. You can check him out anywhere. He's all over social media, but he talks about 18 months. So if you want to do anything, if you want anything to take off, you should be working for 18 months on that thing. 18 months. You know, people, I've done this too, and I do this. I'll start something and I'll have so much energy and I'll do it for a month. I'll do it for 2 months, and I'll get 100 likes. And I'll start thinking, well, this ain't for me, buddy. 100 likes, that ain't worth my time. But it's the people who keep consistent, keep putting out content, keep making things, keep expanding their mind, who are open to the things that come to them. You know, you'll wish for something. 6 months, a year down the line, you'll get that thing that you were wishing for. Because the universe literally takes time to give you what you want. And that's why people do quick things that are usually kind of negative, right? They'll lie, steal, cheat, hurt other people, they'll deal hardcore drugs, they'll, do negative things that are hurting people in the end. And the reason they do that is because, I got to turn my phone off, because those negative things, they're quick fixes. You steal, you rob a bank, you get the money, you're out. You deal drugs, deal crack to people, one day you got money. And those things may seem like, oh shit, why don't I just do that? I don't have to spend a year, 18 months on something. It's because those things are negative. They add a negative energy and vibration to the world and the universe. And the universe will constantly give you negative things. When all you're doing is negative, when your actions are negative, when you're adding negative frequencies and vibes into the world, the universe will realize this person's on that frequency. Let's give them this negative shit. And have you ever met someone who is just so negative? Everything they talk about, they complain, they hate this, they hate that. They say all these bad things. They're scared of everything. They're fearful. And bad things just constantly happen to them. Things get stolen from them. They get into car accidents. They get hurt. People abuse them. For the most part, it's that energy that they're giving off. And, those things may be learned as a kid. They may have some huge traumas that they're dealing with. I'm not saying that those people are worthless or they're not worthy. It's just that they're unconscious. If you have traumas, that's okay, but we don't have to keep these traumas with us. And, the only way to do that is to be present, right? It always comes down to being present, to using what I just taught you in the beginning. There's other ways to do it, but I really find that using your senses, really putting yourself in the moment, noticing these little things, right? It's these little things that you notice, that you just see, light, a sunset, a bird, anything. You literally can use anything to bring yourself into the present moment. I've done it so much that I can just do it. It took me 10 years to get here. I just didn't read a book and was like, I got it, son. I'm a guru. I mean, I'm not even a guru right now. I'm just a dude who really wants to help people, right? But it's a feeling of joy when you're helping people. And yeah, I really just want to stress being open, being chill with these things that come. Like, when you're present, it's not being happy. Happy is just an emotion. Happiness is obviously a positive thing, but you can't be happy all the time. There are people out there who stress, be happy, think positive thoughts, be happy, right? But if something horrible happens, someone dies, or you get injured, or you lose your job, or you lose your whatever, you will feel pain. You will feel anger. You will feel these negative emotions. But when you put yourself into the moment, those things start to dissolve. You realize that these problems that I think I have, they're not even real. They happened in the past. We like to carry around these problems, these traumas with us because these horrible things happened to us in the past. They didn't happen now, but we bring that pain into the present moment by thought, by thinking about it constantly, right? Some people might need therapy. I think therapy is good for some people. I've never taken therapy in terms of one-on-one with a therapist or psychologist. And it's because I learned myself. I was my own therapist, and I talked to friends and people, and I started to realize, oh shit, I have things to deal with. It's really about looking in the mirror, right? You can only get to the point where you're helping other people once you figure your inside out. You figure yourself out. And it's not digging into your past and realizing all your traumas. You can realize you have traumas, but how do you put them to rest? How do you let go? Eckhart Tolle says something. How do you let go? How do you let go of the past? Well, if you're carrying a bag of groceries, how do you let go of the groceries? You just let them go, right? It sounds so simple. You got to be present. I'm going to never stop talking about presence. I'm never going to stop talking about it because it is the basis to everything. And finding your purpose, what you really want to do, comes down to being present, and it comes down to trying and failing and trying again and changing and retooling and time, right? Take yourself out of the future, right? The future does not exist. The past does not exist. The present moment, right here, right now, me talking into this microphone, you listening to the fucking waves, bro. It's happening right now. So that is this episode, Paradigm Shift, episode 2, about purpose. Thank you for listening. I am Marlo. Have a good one. Take care. Peace.